Your body also breaks down when you are not getting enough rest. Your body is breaking down. It's your body is now like deteriorating, on a fast. Your body is now deteriorating faster, rapidly. It's like a rapid deterioration when you don't get enough rest. You start to age, faster than an average person. You start aging way faster because you're not getting enough rest. So they said, the average American are not getting enough rest. The average American, right, is not getting enough rest, right? So you are at that average. You're at that average of not getting enough rest, and the average American also looks older than they age, right? And because the average person right now don't get enough rest, so the average person right now is gonna share diseases in common. Like the average person right now is very common to hear that someone have cancer, because that's now average. Cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure. The average person right now are carrying this because the average person is not getting enough rest. The average person is using way more energy than they should. The average person right now is using way more energy than they should. And this is why the average person is going through these sicknesses and diseases. This is why the average person, the average American, is going through these things, because they are doing the same thing. They're eating the same food, and they're all sharing that in common. They're all not resting like they should. Everyone is going to bed at 2 a.m. instead of 9 p.m. A lot of people are doing these things because that's what now the average is. See what I'm saying? Now it's becoming average. It's becoming now common to hearing someone say, "Oh, I barely had 2 hours of sleep last night," but you're here at work, up, and your body is supposed to be sleeping. Like your subconscious mind know that you're supposed to be sleeping right now. So 2 hours of sleep is not enough to work the next day. 2-3 hours of sleep is just not enough. And there's scientific studies to back these things up. People go through a lot of things when they don't sleep. It creates diseases in the body when you don't get enough rest. You cannot only have 2 or 3 hours of sleep and go to work the next day and work a 12-hour shift. You cannot do that. You cannot do that to yourself. You cannot do that to yourself, because you're only bringing harm to yourself. You're not bringing harm to no one else. You're not harming the boss. You're not harming him when you showed up to work on 2 hours of sleep. You're only harming yourself. You're bringing your body down. You're tearing your body down. And now your body's going to suffer because you did that. Because you're not valuing yourself. Because if you value yourself, you would not do that to yourself. Because you are now going to suffer the negative consequences of not getting enough rest. And guess what? Millions of Americans are suffering the negative consequences from not getting enough rest. And these are the things that we are doing to ourselves. These are the things that we are doing to ourselves. They're not doing it to us. We're doing it to ourselves because we're choosing to put ourselves through those extreme conditions. We are literally forcing ourselves, putting ourselves through these extreme conditions, because our genetic makeup is tuned to a certain frequency. It is at a certain rhythm, and when it goes out of rhythm, it goes into danger mode, fight or flight mode. My cells are tuned at a certain frequency, right? And this is where I feel, this is where I'm calm. This is when I'm resting. This is my frequency. When I am at rest, when I'm at ease, when I get enough rest, this is my natural frequency. But when I'm not receiving enough rest, then I'm outside of that, and I'm putting myself now at risk. I put myself in fight or flight. That's fear mode. So now my cells are under distress. And my cells are under distress. So they're either gonna fight for me on my behalf, okay, and they're gonna start creating things, and they're gonna start creating symptoms in my body on my behalf because they're under stress. They will now start to create more mucus so they can protect me more because I'm going through something extreme. You know, I'm putting my cells through something extreme. So now they're gonna start pushing out some extreme measures. They're now going to start taking extreme measures. Okay, they're now going to start taking extreme measures because I'm putting them through some extreme things, right? So now they're going to create more mucus to help me fight this disease off. They're going to create more mucus within my body. If I eat cheeseburgers every single day, my cells are now going to perceive that as a threat because that is not my natural diet to my cells. This is not natural to my cells. So my cells are going to perceive that as a threat, and my cells now are going to start sending out more antibodies, creating more antibodies so I can protect myself against what this cheeseburger was gonna do for me, my health. So my cells perceive that as a threat. And now my cells are now going to go into protection mode. They're going to start forming mucus so that it can trap that foreign entity, which is like bacteria and viruses. Is going to create now mucus for me which is symptoms, so I can now express that out. I can now detox that out. This is what Yaki's talking about, the stages of diseases. You know, his first stage, he said, is adaptation. The first stage is deficiency. The first stage of a disease is deficiency. Deficiency, not enough sleep. That's a deficiency, right? When you're not sleeping enough, that's a deficiency. First stage of a disease, deficiency. Second stage, after now the cells, the deficiency is a fight or flight. It's a fear. That's a deficiency. And now after that, the cells now go into adaptation. Now they have to, like I said, they have to come and now work on your behalf. Now they have to adapt to this new environment that it's not used to. So it has to push out more mucus so it can protect you, right? Adaptation. And now it's going to go into mutation. Now it's going to go to mutation. Now the cells are going to mutate itself. It's going to mutate itself. Because it's in an acidic environment, so it's going to mutate more now. It's going to do more. It's going to mutate more because it's in an acidic environment. It's in a fight or flight environment. So it's now going to reproduce more, but it's not in a good way for you at all. And then after that, it's going to go through the detoxification. So now when it mutates so much, now you have to push that out. That has to come out. So it's going to come out when you cough and you spit and you blow your nose and all that mucus is going to start coming out. That's you going through the detoxification. You going through that detoxification because you put your cells through extreme stress. And it's going to start doing extreme things. And these extreme symptoms will come about. Your entire body be covered in bumps and stuff and rashes and stuff when you put your cells through some extreme things. Your body will start to go against your ass real quick. Y'all think it's a joke. It's not even a joke. For real. Your body will do that to you when you put your cells through extreme things. Your body has to go through extreme measures to get you healed. Because that's all the body's trying to do, you know. The body's actually trying to heal you. You know, it's actually trying to heal you. It's trying to work it. It looks like it's working against you, but it's trying to heal you. Because when you cough, you have to get that mucus out of you. You have to spit it out. You can't keep the same mucus in you because that's not going to be in your favor if you keep the mucus in. So you have to get it out. Detox. It has to come out. It's going to come out through your poop. It's going to come out when you throw up. It's going to come out when you cough, when you blow your nose. The body is trying to release it. It's trying to detox and get that out of you. And that's a good thing. But if your body's not working right and that shit stays inside of you for too long, then now you need a doctor. Now you're to the point where you need a doctor now. You need some serious help right now because you're not even no mucus is coming out through your nose. No mucus is you're not passing no mucus. All you're doing is just collecting and still eating the same cheeseburgers, and you don't get sick. You eat cheeseburgers every fucking day. You mean to tell me you don't get sick? Yeah, yeah. Whenever you do get sick, I'm telling you, your body's not gonna be able to fight that off faster. You're gonna feel extremely sick when you do get sick because you haven't been sick for so long. Your body have not been fighting. You have not been building up this immunity, this antibodies, because you're not getting sick, but you're eating trash and you're not getting sick. So you really have to now really I don't know about that word, y'all. I don't know.